George Cornell was a notorious member of the Richardson Gang, which had a deadly rivalry with the Kray twins. This conflict culminated in Cornell's murder at the hands of Ronnie Kray. Initially allied with the Krays, Cornell switched sides to join the Richardsons, igniting a lethal feud. The Richardson Gang dominated South London, while the Krays controlled the East End. Cornell, born George Myers in 1927, came from a tumultuous background. His stepfather's surname, Cornell, became his own, and he began his criminal career early, racking up several convictions. Despite brief stints in prison, Cornell's criminal activities continued. He married and moved to South London, where he entrenched himself in the Richardson Gang's operations, balancing family life with criminal ventures. Cornell was deeply involved in drug dealing and pornography. His reputation as a fearless enforcer grew, particularly alongside Mad Frankie Fraser and Jimmy Moody, making him an integral part of the Richardsons' inner circle. The Richardsons were infamous for their brutal methods of dealing with traitors. Their kangaroo courts often led to horrific torture sessions. Although Cornell's exact role in these is unclear, his involvement in the gang's violence was undeniable. Tensions between the Richardson Gang and the Krays escalated in late 1965. A pivotal moment occurred when Cornell insulted Ronnie Kray at a party, calling him a fat poof, sparking a vendetta. By March 1966, the feud had reached its peak. A violent altercation at Mr. Smith's nightclub left Kray associate Dickie Hart dead, further inflaming tensions. Although Cornell was not present at the club, the incident set the stage for his demise. On March 9, 1966, Ronnie Kray received a tip that Cornell was at the Blind Beggar pub. Determined to avenge Hart's death, Ronnie and an accomplice headed to the pub, armed and ready. Cornell was relaxing with friends when Ronnie Kray entered the pub. Without hesitation, Ronnie approached Cornell and shot him in the forehead, an act witnessed by several patrons. Cornell was rushed to the hospital, but died from his injuries soon after. His murder sent shockwaves through both the public and the criminal underworld, but fear prevented witnesses from testifying against the Krays. Ronnie Kray's motive was speculated to be Cornell's earlier insult and other alleged confrontations. Some believe Cornell had threatened Ronnie, prompting a preemptive strike. The Kray twins were also under scrutiny for their links to the American Mafia, who disapproved of Ronnie's reckless behavior. This added to the mounting police pressure on the Krays. Despite the public spectacle of Cornell's murder, lack of evidence led to Ronnie Kray's release. The incident further solidified the Krays' fearsome reputation and their grip on London's criminal underworld. The feud between the Richardson Gang and the Krays marked a violent chapter in London's history, one that ended with the brutal murder of George Cornell, a man ensnared in a world of crime and retribution.